Welcome to the English Drill Book. I'm Jeff Crowder, your English drill sergeant, and today's grammar topic is tag questions. If you are German, Swiss, or Austrian, you probably say the word or at the end of your sentences, and you think you are asking a question. You say things like, you are an American, or... In English, we do not recognize this as a question. We think your sentence is unfinished, or what? If you say or at the end of your sentences, it makes you sound like a seal, a Seehund. Or. In German, it's easy to ask a question at the end of a sentence. You just say oder. Du bist Amerikaner. Oder. Or you can say gell, ge, gau, nicht wahr, net wahr, ne. In German, we call these Anhängselfragen. In English, we call them tag questions because the question hangs at the end of the sentence like a price tag on a shirt sleeve. The short form of a tag question can end with right, correct, or huh. You're an American, right? That is what you mean. Correct. She's smart, huh? Huh sounds a little stupid or slangy or Bart Simpson-y. Some lazy speakers ask a question with a statement by just raising their voice. You are an American? We use rising intonation for the end of questions and to indicate uncertainty. We use tag questions to confirm our judgments or when we want someone to agree with us. Sophisticated tag questions are more complex to formulate. They depend on the subject, verb, and tense, and whether the statement is positive or negative. You smoke, don't you? If the statement is positive, then the tag question is negative. Notice that we use the shortened form, don't you, instead of do you not. And if the statement is negative, then the tag question is positive. You don't smoke, do you? Notice that for all main verbs, we make tag questions with do and don't or does and doesn't. But for helping verbs, we use the helping verb in the tag question. You are an American, aren't you? And you aren't an American, are you? For the present tense of the verb to be, we use is, isn't, and are, aren't. It is a beautiful day, isn't it? And it isn't a beautiful day, is it? But what if you ask yourself a tag question? I'm understanding tag questions. What do we say here? There is no contraction for am I not. We can't say am't I, and ain't I is considered illiterate. So we break a rule and say, I am understanding tag questions, aren't I? I ask funny questions, don't I? I once had this girlfriend who used tag questions on me. She'd say, you aren't wearing that, are you? Or she'd say, you are wearing that, aren't you? Use falling intonation for questions that are actually commands and for indicating certainty. In this case, her tone was certain disapproval. My response to her was, yes, I am wearing my board shorts, aren't I? I also said, you don't like my board shorts, do you? And you like to express your disapproval in the form of questions, don't you? And we can use the royal we, can't we? That was enough about tag questions, wasn't it? I just can't stop asking questions at the end of my sentences, can I? You will master tag questions, won't you? You won't say or at the end of your sentences anymore, will you? Or. Du bist kein Seehund, oder? You aren't a seal, are you? My goal is for your English to only sound as funny as you want it to. For a full explanation of tag questions and how to get the Germanisms out of your English, go to EnglishDrillBook.com.